Greetings, and welcome to the 30-Minute Shakespeare. My name is Nick Newlin, and for 20 years I performed a teaching artist residency with Folger Shakespeare Library in Washington, D.C. I would go into a D.C. public high school existing English class of non-actors and prepare a group for a performance. Everybody had a 30-minute time slot, each group, at the Folger's Student Shakespeare Festival. So I would pick between 3 and 9 key scenes from a Shakespeare play, keep the language, we would add stage directions by rehearsing it in class, and then they would perform it for an audience of their peers. Many of these plays I did with 9th graders, and when the performance was over, the 9th graders were 6 inches taller. They felt like they owned a piece of history and a piece of Shakespeare. And so I'm sharing this with you. Each one of these books is a record of one season working with the students. The first part of the book is the script with stage directions. We have choruses, we have people making sounds. It's very theatrical but simple. The second part is tips and tricks on doing Shakespeare in the classroom. Seeing Shakespeare performed, casting the play, 6 elements of drama, plot, character, theme, diction, music, spectacle. Challenges, rewards. One of the games that we did was called Stomping Words. To get a feeling for the iambic pentameter in the text, we would stomp on every other syllable, walking around the classroom in a circle. But soft what light through yonder window breaks. It is the east and Juliet is the sun. Then we would try that same exercise with a piece of prose to distinguish between iambic pentameter and prose. I also have the 30-Minute Shakespeare Anthology. I call it the Monologue Book. It's one scene and one monologue from each of the plays in the series. This is great for auditions, competitions, public speaking. If I had to shrink the monologue for the 30-minute version, I have re-expanded it to full size for the Monologue Book and added monologue notes for a closer reading of the text, following the dynamics of the speech. Is there a turning point? Looking at the sounds of the words, soft sounds, harsh sounds. Where are the beats? At no point do I ever tell anybody what the words mean. They discover that through performance-based learning. I set up every year with the Educational Theater Association, locally and nationally, National Council of Teachers of English, American Library Association. These days I'm doing all of that virtually, but we'll be back at it in person before too long. The books are available as paperbacks, also as ebooks. In addition, at www.30minuteshakespeare.com, I have downloadable PDFs. I do not charge royalties for these. You can perform them as you see fit. They are yours to explore. I liken Shakespeare to weightlifting. You don't start with a 25-pound weight. You start with a 5-pound weight. You get enthusiastic about the plays, the language, the characters, the plot, all that makes Shakespeare wonderful. And then you can go back and read the entire play or study it in greater detail, but you have an appetite for it because you've had some fun with it. It's a play. It's supposed to be fun. It's also supposed to be either watched or performed. And when students perform a play, they really understand Shakespeare and they really own the bard.
The country cocks do crow. The clocks do toll. The confident overlusty French do the low-grade English play.
By our holy Sabbath, I have sworn to have the due and forfeiture of my bond. I give no reason, nor I will not, more than a lodged hate and certain loathing I bear Antonio. Are you answered?
No! Now is the winter of our discontent. Make glorious summer by this son of yours. She must have a husband, and I must dance barefoot on her wedding day.
And remember, this isn't going to last forever. Thank you.